Peace, Gemini. How y'all doing? I hope all is well with you. Gemini, we're going to jump right into your reading. Please hit the like and subscribe button and turn your notification bell so you know when I post my videos. Gemini, my name is Key and this is KindaSweetTea. I appreciate you if you are a returning Gemini. If you are a new Gemini, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a cross watcher, hey, don't be mad at me. But let's go ahead and get into it and see what it is that you need to know, what is in your energy. We're going to start with the bottom of the deck as the overall energy of this reading, Gemini, and hopefully we can build on that. You know what I mean? All right, Gemini, I don't know if I told y'all, but my son is a Gemini. And I'm a Scorpio mama, so y'all know it was interesting. Okay, to say the least. But let's get into it, Gemini. I'm going to try to make this like interruption-free video, but for some of you who do know, I am recording from my cell phone, and I be having issues, okay, in my Brooklyn voice. For those of you who do not know, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. All right, but let's get into it. Gemini, at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, you got the Lovers. This is your energy, Gemini. So you're already showing up in your reading. Ooh. You know what song I'm hearing? And it's so weird because it doesn't feel related at all. If I rule the world, I love all. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I don't know why it doesn't sound familiar. Maybe something is relative to Nas. I don't know. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. For Gemini, you got the Lovers with the Ten of Swords. So for some of you, you may be coming out of some type of ending with the A. Some type of ending with the person that you're connecting to. You could be connected to an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius like yourself. All right. Ooh, Knight of Cups is in reverse. Somebody's playing games. You're like, no, never mind. Yeah, somebody's playing games. And I feel like you've been open to giving to this person. You could have Cancer in your chart. You could be connected to a Cancer. Tell me more about Gemini's current situation and that romantic situation that may have gone through some type of betrayal. Four of Pentacles. Someone is protecting themselves. They're like, I'm gonna just stop talking. That's what I'm getting from that. The Four of Pentacles, Hangman. I'm gonna just stop talking because no, they're not hearing me anyway. Ace of Swords. I think because you may be moving toward I'm just not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna speak about it. Someone's gonna want to talk to you about it because you're not opening up. You could be connected to an Aries. You do not have to be. I feel looking at this Nine of Pentacles, you know when something is about to, you hear a loud noise and you look back, like, you want to know what happened. That's what that Nine of Pentacles is giving me right now. It's giving me like, oh, what's happening? So you could be a little concerned about your independence, your financial well-being, your maybe you feel like you're not being as dedicated to your abundance as you would like. Maybe you receive some type of payoff, or maybe you receive some type of abundance from planting seeds, but you may feel like maybe this might be a little paranoia is what I'm getting from that, because I feel like the energy of looking back, it's so weird. I never got that from the Nine of Pentacles, but that's what I got from that Nine of Pentacles. Okay, but let's get into it. Tell me about the King of Cups. I mean, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like somebody here is playing games, not being genuine. Yeah, someone is moving away from that. You may have to travel, or they're traveling to you. Ooh, you know what I heard? Knock, knock, knocking on a. Somebody's gonna be knocking on your door. This person is someone who is They like to have multiple partners. Is kind of what I'm getting from that. But I feel like you may know that with the Four of Pentacles is not. No. Four of Pentacles. You're protecting yourself. Good idea. Smart. Good. Smart. 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 All right. We got the Three of Pentacles here. All right. So you're not opening up to collaborating with this person. I feel like you could be connected to a Capricorn. You do not have to be another earth sign, maybe. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're like, I'm not open to collaborating. I'm not going to be cooperative with this person. I'm not going to open up to this person. Like, I feel like this person wants you to be open and available. As you know, the Three of Pentacles, there's a naked woman on this card, and she's exposing herself to be, to be painted. And in order to be painted or drawn, the artist has to look over the entire body. And somebody's like, no, I'm not giving you my body. That's a no. Like, you're dealing with somebody who wants to come in and just, be a part of your body. Look, what I'm saying is true. That's what I'm getting from this energy. And Gemini, or you Gemini, this is you. This is what you want. But I feel like this is something that you're trying to avoid. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles here. Need I say more in this situation? No, I don't, right? And I feel like you're not opening up for this. Like, you're saying no. Like, this person really has this goal. They have a victory goal to come towards you, to get you to open up to them. And you're like, no. This is giving me, I was talking to my friend about this, and he was like, because I said, you can, you invited me in. He said, and he said, what the fuck did he say? He said that just like sinners, that's like what the sinner said when they invited the vampires in. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what they said. It made me want to watch the movie all over again. I was all excited. And I was, I could be a little bit of a nerd. But that's what this is, all right? Like, this person is trying to let you in. Knock, knock, knocking on the... Yeah, somebody's trying to let you, get you to let them in. And you're like, that's trouble right there. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Okay. It looks good on the outside. But what's on the inside? Tell me about the Hanged One. I feel like what's happening here, Gemini, you may be looking at a situation, and you're taking control. You're looking at a situation and you're actually receiving what you're seeing, or whatever it is that this person is mirroring to you. You could be connected to a Pisces. Whatever this person is mirroring to you, you are being receptive to that, and you're being the controller of the situation. You're being receptive to that. You're not blind to what this person is doing. Tell me more about the Emperor. Tell me more. Yeah, look, this person is lying, or you're not interested, or moving quickly. Tell me, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, lies. Tell me about the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You may be realizing something is false. Yeah, you may be realizing something is false. Ten of Swords, Four of Cups, don't want it. This person could be the Emperor. Where is Gemini in this reading? Where is Gemini? Where's Gemini? The defensive, Four of Cups, Four of Swords. You're the Four of Pentacles, Gemini. You're the Four of Pentacles. I think you may be keeping yourself busy so that you don't answer this person's knock. Maybe you're trying not to avoid this person. Eventually, there will be some communication, Gemini, is kind of what I'm seeing. This Emperor, you could be connected to a Taurus. I just did Taurus reading. You could also be connected to an Aries, possibly another air sign like yourself. Someone that you know that is someone who comes in and out of your life, someone that you know tries to control the situation when they come in. They could be someone that might be a little toxic. You may have a toxic relationship. Maybe you and this person already had, non-committal energies, right? Someone coming in just to be a player. Someone just trying to get a little feel of the wetness and then leave, right? This could have been someone, this is so crazy because I'm looking at the situation like the devil. I feel like you were already in a relationship with this person. And I don't mean like I tried, y'all. It didn't work out the way I planned it. My bad. I apologize. For some of you, you may have already been in a relationship with this person, like in a commitment. Because this person is showing up as the emperor. Like they may have reflected to you that they were somebody that was going to come in and be that, right? Be exactly what they say they are. But no. They turned out to be a liar and disappointed you. 7 of Wands. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. For some of you, this person has to travel towards you, or they traveled towards you in the past. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody was juggling, doing multiple things at one time. Strength card. What's the 2 of Pentacles? 5 of Wands. Yeah, they had you in competition. 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords. You will eventually move away from what this situation made you feel. How the situation made you feel. This is just the normal process of a breakup. I'm not sure how long ago you've been broken up. And it actually doesn't matter. There's no time frame on healing a situation, especially if you have to either one, do it on your own, because you don't have the support, or you feel like you're going to be judged for being in a situation like this, right? So slow and steady, right? And I feel like focusing on the things that bring you emotional fulfillment would actually help that. But I feel like what you may have discovered, Gemini, was that this person had you in competition. They were juggling you. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, you may have already moved past that. I still get the energy of, something being around the corner with this 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be your finances that you're worried about, especially with the 4 of Pentacles here. Or this could be something entirely different, and you're just focusing on your stability and practicing more diligence and being more stable and allowing yourself to be more abundant. And this could be with that whatever that abundance is. Like, you've been dealing with this hardship with this relationship with the person that you were connecting to, possibly a fire sign or a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, possibly a Pisces or a Capricorn. That they have put you in a third party situation, or in a very petty, confrontational, conflicting kind of energy. Maybe had that energy within your head with this person. But I feel like for some of you with the 9 of Pentacles, you could be moving forward. It just might be some energy of, I don't want to say paranoia, but hesitation when it comes to this energy. Like, I'm here, I'm in my peace, I'm developing, I'm growing, I'm planting seeds, and I'm starting to collect my abundance. What's around the corner, right? What's going to happen here for me? So tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. That's what I'm feeling from that 9 of Pentacles. Tell me about the 9 of Pentacles. I think I saw the Lovers. All right, your 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You might be fearful. I did see the Lovers. You may have someone coming in to interrupt you. I think that you probably could feel it, because I feel it with the 9 of Pentacles. You, Gemini, you probably can feel someone coming in towards you, offering you something. Yeah, you might be a little skeptical. You might be a little bit skeptical when this person comes in toward you, Gemini, and I think it's because of what you've been through. Now, the person that you may have been connecting to may have been just more than one person, right? These people that come up, dressed all nice, looking like the emperor, and turn around there, Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Swords in reverse, lying, cheating, stealing, right? Putting you in third parties in competition, making you fight for their love when you ain't have to, because you already are abundant. Right? You're abundant. But they putting you in a space of making you feel lack. These people, this individual, are putting you in a space where you feel lack, and you don't want to collaborate with anyone because of the potential of the person being, the individual being the devil, or the situation having some sort of addiction or how do you call it, contract, right? You got to do a little bit of this to get a little bit of that, right? And I don't, that's not what you want. It looks like you're going to do things, or you're going to continue to do things on your own after moving away from this conflict, if you haven't already gotten there yet. But you do have someone coming towards you. Let's talk a little bit about this. Yeah, let's talk about what's coming towards Gemini in love. What's coming toward Gemini in love? What is coming to? If y'all hear my chair, all right, it's my chair. I'm not making, you know, unpleasant noises with my battle axe. Okay, that is the chair. But let's get into it for the Gemini. What's coming towards Gemini in love, and how would Gemini receive love? What's coming towards Gemini in love, and how would they receive it? You know what I heard as soon as I saw her? I am ready for love. India.Arie, I love that song. I feel like you're allowing yourself to pick up the pieces, right? Like you're like a pentacle away from the 10 of Pentacles. And you do not have to be in a relationship to get yourself 10 Pentacles. But I feel like you will be, okay? You got the Page of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, and the Justice energy. And I think it's coming out this way for you, Gemini, because you're allowing yourself, like I said, to pick up the pieces. And allow yourself to move in ways that's going to allow you to build and move forward. All right, Queen of Swords. I feel like in love, you're going to be more cautious. Yeah, this situation taught you a lesson. Take your time. Learn from your experiences. And only take from those who give and receive fairly. All right, so I feel like you learned from the situation, Gemini. I think that's a beautiful thing. But Gemini, I feel like you're going to be more cautious when it comes to loving or finding new people to give that love to. I feel like you may find yourself in a relationship at some point, Gemini. And I think you're going to incorporate two of these things. Not just being emotionally available, because the Queen of Pentacles, how, you know, nurturing energy, you know, you may want to be available to your family if you have children, or your future children, or your spouse, or your partner, whoever they might be. And you also want to make sure that you're making decisions based off your logic, right? Not just coming from your heart, not just coming from a nurturing space, but also doing so intelligently in love, just loving intelligently. And I think there's nothing wrong with that, especially after what you've been through with energies that you have been with. You may have even started to reflect these energies showing up as non-committal, not being honest, putting people in third-party situations. This is not for everybody. This is for some of you who may have found yourself mirroring these type of people. All right, Gemini, this is your reading. I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch the rest of this reading with me. Please check out the description below if you are interested in donating to the channel or a personal reading, which will be back open on Monday, okay? It will be 5 slots left, okay? Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Bye.